What is the current trade volume between Pakistan and United Arab Emirates?
UAE is, as at present, Pakistan's third biggest trade partner. Bilateral trade between the two countries is nearly $11 billion. Our exports of IT is $480 million last year. This is the third biggest export of IT after the US and UK.
How Pakistani businessmen, Pakistani companies are doing business, how they are bringing innovation, how they are competing with other South Asian companies in order to make business more successful.
A lot of young Pakistani entrepreneurs are joining the mainstream and they are increasing their presence.
Which areas in Pakistan, United Arab Emirates future investment is expected?
UAE investment in Pakistan will grow significantly. UAE is a country which has a significant amount of foreign exchange in it, and they're looking for attractive places where to put their money. UAE is about to finalize its investments in the mining sector. That's one thing that they're looking at.
Is the international community, particularly the Gulf countries, about Pakistan's narrative on security?
The UAE, like most Arab countries, appreciate Pakistan's role in bringing stability to Afghanistan in the last 40 years.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to program Inside in V News English. Dear viewers, in Gulf after Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates is a country with whom Pakistan enjoy very close and very robust relations in diverse fields. There are very strong political ties, bilateral ties, diplomatic ties, trade and economic ties. There is strategic cooperation between two countries. Moreover, there is huge Pakistani diaspora which spreads across different states of United Arab Emirates. And there is a frequency of high-level visits on the both sides. United Arab Emirates has also invested huge in Pakistan in different sectors. And in the future, United Arab Emirates has also pledged to invest more in different sectors in Pakistan. To discuss this all, what is happening in the latest track of bilateral cooperation in economic and trade ties and in different fields, we are fortunate to have with us Ambassador Faisal Niaz Tirmizi, who is outgoing ambassador of Pakistan to the United Arab Emirates. He has completed his 3 years, and we will be asking, as far as Pakistan is concerned, what are the achievements for Pakistan? What is significant milestone which has been achieved? Ambassador Faisal Niaz Tirmizi, a very warm welcome to program Inside in V News English.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to appear again in your program in the last 6 months.
It's a pleasure to have you with us. So I would just like to know, currently the focus of Pakistan is to attract more investment. Recently, we have seen investment from different countries into Pakistan. Of course, China has already invested a lot in Pakistan. We have seen Saudi business delegations. We have seen also business interaction between Pakistan and United Arab Emirates and the Gulf countries. Pakistan also enjoys strong economic and trade ties with the Qatari Commerce Minister is visiting, and similarly with the other countries. But Pakistan, United Arab Emirates relations are quite unique. Both countries trust each other. There is huge Pakistani diaspora. And if I'm not wrong, quite in the recent past, United Arab Emirates also made pledge to invest in Pakistan. So currently, we will start with the trade volume. What is the current trade volume between Pakistan and United Arab Emirates? Is that trade volume is in Pakistan's favor, or if it is in United Arab Emirates' favor, what needs to be done to enhance Pakistan trade with UAE?
UAE is, as at present, Pakistan's third biggest trade partner. Bilateral trade between the two countries is nearly $11 billion. Of course, the balance of trade is, yes, that's correct. But the balance of trade is, of course, in favor of the UAE because what they're selling to Pakistan is oil and oil products. But our exports have grown in the last 3 years from 1.2 billion to almost $2 billion. And the significant advances have been made in the field of meat, dairy products, some textiles, so Pakistani fruits, vegetables. So Pakistani exports in these sectors have increased significantly. And we are now touching almost a ballpark figure of $2 billion, which is a significant increase in trade from Pakistan. But of course, our exports of IT is $480 million last year. This is the third biggest export of IT after the US and UK. And this year, we are expected to cross the figure of $500 million. So our estimate is that
$500 million.
$500 million of IT exports. And this year, we're expecting an increase of at least to $600 million.
So that's quite significant. As you said, that IT exports are increasing. Would you elaborate more? It is IT exports, and if there is anything like that Pakistani IT companies are setting up of their offices in UAE, and Pakistani IT experts are also moving to United Arab Emirates, or we are only exporting the softwares or things like that?
You know, the biggest exporter investment unicorn investor in the UAE is still Kareem, and it's a company owned by a Pakistani Mudassir Sheikha, whom I had honor of presenting Sadara Imtiaz last 23rd of March, and he has sold his company for $3.2 billion to Uber. So Pakistanis are sending up their offshore offices here, their IT experts, and of course the back office support of Etisalat, of Raq Bank, of Mashriq Bank is in Pakistan. And all these banks are now looking at Pakistan as a destination to set up back office support in Pakistan. So Pakistani IT exports is one of the hallmark of our products in this country.
Frankly speaking, United Arab Emirates is a country where there's also huge Indian diaspora. So I would like to know that in the presence of a competitive community from our neighborhood, how Pakistani community, Pakistani professional, one example you have shared, Mr. Mudassir Sheikh, how Pakistani businessmen, Pakistani companies are doing business, how they are bringing innovation, how they are competing with other South Asian companies in order to make business more successful.
Yes, frankly, Indian economy is almost 8 times the size of the Pakistani economy, and the presence of Indian diaspora is twice that of Pakistan. The bilateral trade between India and Pakistan, between India and the UAE is $100 billion, whereas our trade is $11 billion. And of course, but even then, we are competing quite competitively. Now, some of Pakistani developers like Samana, like Aqua, they have set up their offices and they're building up real estate colonies or real estate things in the UAE. And of course, Mudassir Sheikha is always I still consider he has been the biggest IT success in the UAE. And whenever, even this time when we met Mr. Omar Ulama, who is the Minister of IT, of Artificial Intelligence of UAE, he especially mentioned Mr. Mudassir Sheikha's contribution. Now, Mr. Mudassir Sheikha has not restricted himself to the IT sector. He has now the second biggest services of mobile taxis and food delivery in the UAE. So he is diversifying his portfolio as well and not restricted himself to the IT sector alone. So a lot of young Pakistani entrepreneurs are joining the mainstream and they are increasing their presence. Pakistan played a critical role in setting up very different institutions in the UAE, historically speaking. We sent our ambassador 6 months before they got independence. We set up our military advisors and our economic advisors 3 years before their independence. And UBL was the second international bank to start operations in the UAE way back in '66. So Pakistanis have always had a very sizable presence in the UAE. That number has declined a bit over the years, but the new generation of Pakistani entrepreneurs are finding UAE as an attractive market. Lately, a lot of Pakistani investors from the US and UAE, UK are also setting up their operations in UAE. One, because of its proximity to Pakistan and to other markets in the region.
Pakistani Prime Minister have been frequently visiting United Arab Emirates, and if I'm not wrong, quite in the recent past, UAE and Pakistan signed number of memorandums of understanding for UAE's investment into Pakistan. As I said earlier, Pakistan is opened up for foreign investment in mineral, in IT, and energy sector, agriculture. So, would you like share some important data? Which areas in Pakistan, United Arab Emirates future investment is expected?
To date, the biggest foreign investment in Pakistan has been by Etisalat in PTCL. No bigger investment has been made in Pakistan to date. And as we talk, during one of my last week in office, the first deal between Pakistan and UAE was finalized. That was the investment in the first women bank. The UAE government has invested in that bank. The government of UAE has already earmarked $10 billion to invest in Pakistan, and they are investing in ports, seaports, airports, minerals, renewable energy, IT sector, and financial sectors. So they're also looking at investing in a few other banks in Pakistan. So this is the beginning of a great relationship between the two countries, where the relationship will be based on investments and profits, which are shared by both countries. One of the great developments the last few months has been that the government of Pakistan has authorized the purchase of Telenor to Etisalat. That makes Etisalat or PTCL the second biggest data provider and one of the major significant of IT sector. So these developments have started to pour in, and you will see in the next years to come, UAE investment in Pakistan will grow significantly. UAE is a country which has a significant amount of foreign exchange in it, and they're looking for attractive places where to put their money. And Pakistan, because of its historical linkages and the presence of 2.2 million Pakistanis here, will be a great possibility for investments.
As you said, this $10 billion pledges made by United Arab Emirates to invest in Pakistan. Out of 10 billion, how much has been materialized already?
As we speak, only the first investments have been made on the first women bank, and that is a couple of $100 million. And now, of course, the significant investments will be made in the airports and the port sector. Already, Abu Dhabi port is operating in Pakistan, and DP World is operating in Pakistan. So those investments are also a couple of $100 million. So you will see now UAE is about to finalize its investments in the mining sector. That's one thing that they're looking at. So that would be a significant. But I've always asked the UAE that they should invest in the IT sector as well as in the tourism sector. Tourism is one thing. UAE has become a major tourist hub in the world, right?
Tourist destination, exactly.
Yes. So Pakistan should be a tourist destination as well.
So when it comes to foreign investment in Pakistan, you have been meeting top UAE companies, other international companies, and of course, Pakistani businessmen. How much convinced they are about conducive investment environment in Pakistan? As far as investment in different sectors is concerned. Of course, security concerns are everywhere, but despite that, there is a huge flow. So how you are convincing and how convinced these international investors are that conducive atmosphere does exist in Pakistan?
No, they have their concerns on the rates of Pakistani currency and difficulties in sending back their profits back to the country. But with the recent stability has attracted their confidence, and they always believe that Pakistan is a natural connector between east and west and south and north. Pakistan provides the shortest inlet to Western China and shortest outlet to Western China to Middle East and Africa. And it is a natural connector which connects Middle East with Central Asia and Far East with Middle East and Central Asia. So they always believe that Pakistan would be a major transit hub. They're also looking at the investment potential in the railway sector because they would like to connect Pakistan with the railway links with Afghanistan and Central Asia to provide a shortest outlet for the export and import of products from Middle East to Central Asia, from Central Asia to Middle East.
In last couple of hours, we have seen Pakistani foreign minister had contacted UAE's foreign minister. So that shows there is a regular diplomatic political interaction between two countries. So how far Pakistan has, of course, convinced United Arab Emirates and, of course, top leadership. Whenever we talk of UAE, we are talking of the president, we are talking of crown prince, and, of course, ruler of Dubai and other top people. About regional security situation, Pakistan has, of course, taken number of envoys into confidence on a recent conflict with Afghanistan. So this conflict with Afghanistan, terrorism emanating from Afghanistan into Pakistan, and the series of attacks, of course, that is a source of concern for everyone. How convinced is the international community, particularly the Gulf countries, about Pakistan's narrative on security? Pakistan has fought, of course, the war on terror, and Pakistan's efforts are indeed to bring stability. Pakistan wants that there should be peace and stability within Afghanistan, but no compromise as far as security of Pakistan is concerned. So, your views?
No, the UAE, like most Arab countries, appreciate Pakistan's role in bringing stability to Afghanistan in the last 40 years. And they have been very cautious, and they've been telling the Afghans that instead of fostering terrorist outfits on their territory, they should be providing. They should not be providing sanctuaries to those elements which are inimical not only to Afghanistan, to Pakistan, but also Afghanistan and to the greater world. The ISIS and TTP and TR elements which have a greater global perception threat issue. So that's what they're suggesting it to the Afghan government as well, that at a time when Afghanistan needs stability and cooperation with its neighbors, it should improve its relations and so stop providing safe haven to such elements which can destabilize not only Pakistan, Afghanistan, Central Asia, and Middle East.
So, coming to, of course, this fact that United Arab Emirates, particularly Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and of course other cities and states in United Arab Emirates remains quite attractive, not only for Pakistani businessmen, but for Pakistani skilled labor, Pakistani educated people, doctors, engineers, IT professionals, and marketing people. How attractive is still this market? And do you think in the days to come, there are good opportunities for Pakistani youth? And Pakistani youth, that is in your knowledge, Pakistani youth is the backbone of Pakistan. More than 60% of Pakistani population is youth. And among that youth, every year Pakistan is producing now one of the finest graduates in different disciplines. So there are people from other South Asian countries in UAE. What are the best prospects for Pakistani educated skilled youth to get jobs?
That is an attractive market. And of course, Pakistani youth, especially skilled youth, would always be welcome in the UAE because, as I said, Pakistani bankers, doctors, the best hospital in the UAE is Cleveland Clinic. And the maximum number of foreign trained doctors are from Pakistan. Although they use UK nationals, Canadian nationals, but 53 doctors out of around 300 doctors are Pakistani graduates. And they are heading different departments in the Cleveland Clinic. The same can be told of the American Hospital, Dubai, and the King's College London Hospital in Dubai. So Pakistani doctors, accountants, engineers are extremely well respected in the UAE. And of course, there are some issues of visas at present, but they are being resolved at a fast pace. And just before my departure, I had a very good conference, a meeting with the Minister of Labor of the UAE, and he assured me that in the next few weeks these issues will be resolved. And he said that Pakistani labor and Pakistani skilled labor especially has been a source of strength for the UAE historically, and they will always welcome, because I share it from you. My example, when I came here 3 years ago, Pakistan total remittances from the UAE to Pakistan through legal banking channels was 4.8 million. And I take pride in the fact as I'm leaving, it has reached $8 billion. This is the second biggest source of foreign remittances from anywhere else in the world. So if you have a skilled labor, the level of remittances will increase significantly as well.
Connected to this point, we have over the last couple of months, rather more than a week, there have been quite tough restrictions for UAE visa for Pakistani nationals. As you said, for the labor, you have already taken up this matter with UAE's Minister for Labor. But what about Pakistanis who wanted to come and spend holidays in United Arab Emirates? Visit visas have been quite limited. So any update on that?
Well, the Minister of Interior was here 3 months ago. He had a very useful meeting with his counterpart, Sheikh Saab bin Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan. And the Secretary Interior has had 2 very productive visits to Abu Dhabi. And I can assure you in the next few weeks, if not months, you will see a significant improvement in the ease of visas to and from Pakistan, because I told the reasons. There were people traveling with criminal records, which we have controlled it to an extent. And then there were people traveling with bogus degrees. So that's one thing which has been a concern. And I've told the government of Pakistan, we have to make sure that all our degrees and certification have to be accepted internationally, because one wrong thing brings a bad name to the whole country. And thirdly, I always tell everyone, UAE is a multicultural, multi-ethnic society in which people from 200 different nationalities are living with peace and harmony. You have to respect local law. You have to have the
other communities. Exactly.
Yes. You have to have the soft social skills, cultural understanding to live and work with everyone. So that's what I say. You have to work on real hard skills and your social skills. You have to improve the branding of Pakistan. So Pakistanis and Pakistan could become an attractive place to travel, visit, study. And that's what my endeavor has been over the last 3 years.
So since you are talking about Pakistani nationals, they travel to United Arab Emirates, would you like to share some data and information? Currently, how many Pakistanis are in UAE prisons? And due to your efforts, Government of Pakistan's efforts are your efforts, because you are Government of Pakistan's ambassador over there. What is the current number of Pakistani prisoners? How many have been released? And we also heard that there is some mechanism that those Pakistanis who are in prison on minor crimes, they will be now in a position to spend remaining imprisonment in Pakistan. Is it so?
Yes, I take pride in the fact when I came here 3 years ago, there were 6,700 Pakistani prisoners in the UAE. That number has come down to 3,200. And a lot of them have been repatriated. And of course, we have activated the exchange of offenders, that those Pakistani prisoners who had committed minor crimes, they can spend their sentence in Pakistan. That's something which has happened in the last 6-7 months. And around 70 such Pakistanis have been repatriated back to Pakistan. And they're spending the sentences in jails closer to their homes, their family. And I'm so happy that this is a great development that has happened in the last few years.
So, in addition to this, as you said, that Pakistani exports are touching nearly 2 billion US dollars. What are the key things, and what is your message to Pakistani investors since there is investment and there are exports from number of other South Asian, Southeast Asian countries, a lot of products which are similar of Pakistan. So what is your message to Pakistani investors and industrialists keeping in view tough competition? What innovations they are supposed to make while exporting different goods to United Arab Emirates market, which is already a global market?
That's what I tell everyone. It's a global market right now. You have to have a better quality product at a lower price. That's the only way. And that's what I've been telling the Pakistani investors and industrialists for a very long time, that please try to focus on a good quality of products which are acceptable. The brand, only the brands are accepted in the UAE. So we should be able to do that in the best possible way.
And finally, I would like to know what is the future of Pakistan-UAE relations? When it comes to the issues in Muslim Ummah, both countries have been on board. Both countries are part of OIC. Both countries have been very close as far as this Gaza peace plan was concerned. Both countries enjoy very close consultations on different issues. So what is the future of these relations? And I would also like to seek your short comments on the strategic cooperation between two countries. How is that?
Well, we have always cooperated very closely on bilateral, regional, and international issues. And of course, Pakistan's presence in the Security Council is added to it. And of course, now we are consulting on all issues, very close consultation on security issues, on defense issues. And this relationship will only continue enhance in years to come. The foundation of this relationship was laid down by late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan in the early 60s when he was the ruler's representative or governor in Al-Ain. So his children are taking it to the next level. And I was very happy with the visit of the Crown Prince Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to Pakistan this year. And I'm sure in years to come, this relationship will strengthen and deepen.
And usually it is said you have already served in the West. You have served as a Consul General in the United States of America. But this country, as it is quite close proximity with Pakistan, what is Pakistan's general image in United Arab Emirates? Since Pakistanis are from labor class to the top level, they are working everywhere. What is Pakistan's image?
They really respect us a lot. But of course, our brand has some issues. And that's what we have to send highly skilled people to this country, and we have to make Pakistan an attractive tourist destinations. Because in the previous generations, the royal family still comes to Pakistan, but most Emiratis were a bit unsure of traveling to Pakistan. So during my 3 years, I've made immense efforts to ensure that more Emiratis travel to Pakistan, invest in Pakistan. So that perception of Pakistan, the brand of Pakistan, which suffered in the last few years, has to be rebranded.
It's recovering now. That damage is in recovering phase.
We are on a recovery phase, and frankly, the decision by the government of Pakistan to give UAE citizens visa-free access has greatly enhanced. That's something that has greatly enhanced the traveling to Pakistan by the Emiratis.
Thank you so much indeed, Ambassador Faisal Niaz Tirmizi. Comprehensive and in-depth information and analysis of current state of Pakistan, United Arab Emirates trade, economic ties, UAE's upcoming investment into Pakistan, Pakistani exports, Pakistani diaspora. These are all such issues where Pakistani would definitely love to watch this very vibrant conversation despite your very busy schedule, and you have completed your 3 years. You are now moving to Russia as Pakistan's new envoy over there. We also wish you best of luck. And dear viewers, till our next program, goodbye and Khuda Hafiz.